in this video, I have an Xbox Series X. Now, I bought this on eBay for £100. It's been to 2 repair shops apparently. It's had a HDMI port repair, and after that it wouldn't turn on. And it's all mostly in pieces. So I've just got the main bulk of it right now just to confirm the fault. It's beep on, beep off issue. I've got the power supply here. I did notice that where the Nexus connector is, for some reason it's been taken off. It was in the listing. And if I look under the microscope quick, I'll show you what I am dealing with. So right off the bat here, you could see that the pad here has been ripped. I don't know what it is lately with pads and everything. So I don't know if that's the cause, but might have, actually that might be savable. Don't know if this is ground or power. By the looks, it looks like ground, doesn't it? It'd be good if it was ground, because it wouldn't be too much of an issue, because there's a ground there and there. Actually, they're just the anchor points, but that's a ground, that's a ground. So if I just get my multimeter quick, just to confirm what that is, although it is still attached, which is good. Let's have a look. Do we get a beep like that whenever there's ground on there and touching this one here? Yeah, that's the ground pad. So we're good for that. That's fine. So because I don't have the Nexus connector yet, because there's no point me ordering it until I repaired it, what you can do, you could just short these two here, boop, and then it'll turn on. So that's what I'm going to do just to test it. So if I put the power supply on, and then we'll test it and see if it's beep on, beep off. I can't tell by the light, but I guess I could tell by the fan spinning maybe. I don't know, we'll come back to it once I get there. Do not know how well you guys are going to see this, but I've got the power supply connected, it's plugged in, the fan connected, and I just need to use my microscope to see. Actually no, I should be able to do it like this. So we're listening for a beep, ready? There's a beep. Do we get a fan spin? No fan spin, so there is definitely an issue with it. Let's see if it beeps again. Yeah, it's definitely something wrong. Yeah. Zero fan spin. Nothing. Okay, so let's go right from the bottom of the board and let's see what we can see, because it's had a HDMI port repair, so we'll have a look around that area first. Tell you what, that ribbon cable don't look too good, does it? It might be alright, but there's a little black bit there. I'll keep that in mind. This board, apart from the button there missing, it's pretty dusty. Everything seems fine there by eye. I'm hoping the SSD's under here. I think it is, because I don't think it's been pulled up. Yeah, the SSD's in there still. And I don't think it's ever been opened. So that is the genuine SSD, which is good. Right, so needs trace. Oh, it's had trace repair on the HDMI port. That actually looks pretty good. Wow, it's got quite a lot of mess on it. Ow, and I cut my finger somehow. How have I cut my finger? Was it on the heatsink? Damn, proper sliced it. Okay, well, I'll come back once I have patched myself up. But before I do, if it's had the HDMI port repair, it could be the ESD filter that might have been knocked. But we'll have a look under the scope in a minute. Yep, let me sort my finger out. So let's go under the scope like we are now. And this is what I'm dealing with. So you can see like there's like flux on it, which is fine. But then there's that black dot. Is that? Nah, that's nothing. I don't think that's anything. Nah. It's very fluxy though, so I'm wondering if the flux is causing it to oh damn it, I kinda was hoping it was the ribbon cable, but it looks fine. The other side? Yeah, the other side's dandy. I'll still give it a good clean anyway. Yeah, it looks fine, doesn't it? That's not even on the pin anyway. All these look fine. Just a bit dirty really, isn't it? Very fluxy. Maybe we'll give the connector and that a test. So let's get this motherboard. I'm going to clean this thermal paste off because I know me, it'll get everywhere. Right, that'll do for now. Don't know what that blue viscous paste is doing there, which is quite annoying. Just squidge it somewhere. Squidge it there. Yeah. I don't know where to start. Start with the HDMI port. So they never actually cleaned the flux around it, but as you can see, it's got trace repair done, which looks pretty good actually. Unfortunately, I cannot test it, which I'm sure it'll be fine. Let's have a look inside the port, make sure there's no broken pins or anything like that. Make sure it's... It looks fine under there. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that port. No, that looks good. Right, I'm not sure if this retimer has been replaced. There is flux around it, but that could just be through the HDMI port repair. See the flux? That could just be from up here because it's everywhere. Let me get my multimeter and just test round here anyway. I think the first thing we should do is check for any shorts, like on the rails. Yeah, let's do that. So here we've got 5.0. Let me just zoom out so you can see the multimeter. It's so big. Yeah, you ain't gonna see it. Oh well, let's just test it anyway. Right, in diode mode, do we have a short on the 5-volt rail? Huh. Getting their readings. Okay, the 12-volt rail. Yeah, so we don't get anything on the 5-volt rail. That's interesting already. So why are we not getting any voltage on the 5-volt rail? 12 volts fine. We're getting a 0.3 volts and climbing. 0.4 volts. 3.3 gated. Yeah, we get 3.3, which is ground. Obviously, ground's ground. Whatever V scoffy is. Yeah, I guess that's probably something to do with something. Getting a reading on that. Whatever that is, that's some sort of fuse. You can't see where I'm probing. But yeah, I'm probing. I've probed 3.3 gated there, which we're getting a reading. Ground obviously is ground. V battery is going to be again 0.7. That's fine. I also probed down here the V-Scoffy, which I think's the CPU. I think that's the CPU, so we're gonna get low voltage on that anyway. There we go, got another V-Fuse there. What's that reading? Yep, it's reading something. 3.3 standby, which we do get because it beeps anyway. Any other ones? VRAM, so check our RAM. Yeah, yep, we get a nice reading on that. Ground, there's no point testing ground. We know ground's fine. And yeah, 5.0, nothing on the 5 volt. Why? Even if we swap the leads around, nothing. This is the underside of the board. Let's check the ESDIC anyway. See what ohms reading we're getting on all these. It should be fine. Right, here we get, oh my god, I'm slipping. Here we get about 10 kilo ohms. Yeah, about 10 kilo ohms there. There's no other capacitors apart from these. We're in the meg ohms there, and climbing and it stops because it's charged. Same with this one. Climb in the meg ohms. These resistors, what are we reading on these? 13 meg ohms. 1.6, 1.8, 2 mega ohms. This all seems like it's reading fine. There's no shorts around here. These are all like in the higher readings. I need to get some of that jumper wire. I think that looks cool. So much better than the wire that I use. It looks much stronger. Alright, so what I've done is I cleaned the ribbon cable and the connector inside. I just want to see if that's the issue before I dive any deeper. So I'm plugging it in now. Oh, got to plug this in as well. Okay, now that's plugged in. Now let me jump it and see what happens. Okay, I don't know if that's any change. Oh my god. Oh my god. Did you hear that? That was the sound of it shutting down. Oh my god, let me see. Let me see. Do we get a fan spin? What the hell? Please tell me this is it. Come on. Alright, do we get a fan spin? Oh my god. Think I've repaired it. Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Nice easy fix. Trying to shut it down before it overheats. Okay, I think I fixed it. All it was flux on the ribbon cable. Look at that. And the fan is still spinning. It's definitely powered up. Okay, let's disconnect the power. Oh my god. Check that out. Yeah, hey. Right, I'm going to put it back together and then we'll give it a test. Do you know what, guys? I'm too impatient to put it back together properly, so I've just put the HDMI port in and let's jump the 2 pins. See if we get a display. Oh my god, I hope so. The port did feel very fluxy. Alright, we're not getting a display. Good job I didn't fully put it back together then, innit? But let me clean the port and I'll come back. Right, trying it one more time. Jump the 2 pins. Alright, do we get a display this time? I'm looking for that orange light there to go white. So there might be more issues with it. Still no display. Alright, hello guys. It's been a few days and I did actually manage to get picture working. So what I did, I didn't do it on camera because I didn't expect it to work. The ESD IC chip, I took it off, reballed it and put it back on, and I got a display, but it's not displaying in 4K. So I have ordered another ESD IC chip. That's the size of it there, blimmin' tiny. So what I'm going to do now is I've ordered a connector as well, a Nexus connector. So what I'm going to do is put that on first, and then I'm going to show you it displaying. I've already set up my account on it. I've already tested the disk drive. Everything's working, but just the 4K side isn't. And also it's annoying turning it on with the controller only. So I can actually turn the console on without using the jumper on the actual board. I've just been using my controller to turn it on. So that's what I'm planning on doing now. So I'm just taking it apart again, just to take off this top board. And then once we take this board off, I'll then put you under the microscope and we will install this connector. Now you guys are under the microscope, I am going to prepare this area ready for the new Nexus port. Back onto the board, and I'm going to position the connector in airflow at 8 and temperature at 480, and let's go. Hopefully you'll see it slide into position. And there you go. That's the connector on. Wait for that to cool down. Right, let's give it a little nudge test. So, nope, that's not solid. Solid. That's moving with the pad. Okay, solid. Again, that's moving with the pad. Maybe these were just moving with the pad. Yeah, that's moving with the pad as well. I think that pad is actually moving. Solid. Is that solid? No, that's not solid. Okay, so these end ones, I think that one's bent now. Give it a quick clean. Alright, I think we're good there now. Do one more last nudge test, which I'm sure is absolutely fine now. Right, partially put together. I've got the Nexus cable plugged in, and let's see if it works. That's eject, that's the power. There you go, perfect. So that's absolutely fine. And does it eject? Yep, that button works too. And let's see if it powers off. Oh, what does that mean when it's flashing like that? Don't know what that means when it's flashing. Oh, it means it's powering off, doesn't it? Now I'll show you that we get a picture. Okay, so I'm about to power it on. I have changed my monitor back to my standard little TV because it's actually clearer. But power button, and there you go, instant display. And I haven't got a controller, but it doesn't display in 4K. Obviously, it's not a 4K TV, and I can't show you that right now. But if you go into auto detect, tell you what, I'll be back in a second and I'll show you. Right, got to be quick because there's no fan on it. But if I go to settings, TV and display, you know it's not going to work in 4K. Because if I go to video mode, no, forget that. Not video mode. Go to asset video fidelity and overscan. Click on auto detect, and it should auto detect in 1080p if it works. And there you go. Look, it's not. It's in the lowest resolution. So if I hit back, oh, there's not even no sound, so it's definitely that chip. Right, we're down to the second board now, and this is said ESDIC chip, this little grey one. And I do have a replacement one in this bag. You can see it's already reballed for us, so that's perfect. I did reball this before, put it back on, and it displayed, but there's no 4K as you saw. So let's get this off. I'm going to add a little bit of flux just to help with the process. And there we go. Alright, you can see it's got a white dot there, so it needs to line up with the other white dot, the dot on the actual chip. So if I add a tiniest bit of flux, just a tiny dot, there you go, that would do, just to help it flow. Okay, now we've got to roughly place it where we think it's going to be. Alright, let's see if that's soldered to the board, and then we'll whack the airflow up and add more flux. Wait for a second for it to cool down. Yep, that's on the board. Okay, brilliant. So I'm going to clean it up, put it together partially again, and we'll see what it's like from there. It's put together. We hit the power button. Still turns on. Do we get a display? Or have I ruined it? Oh, hold on. Nope, no display. Oh, I'll have to do it after work now. I've got work, so that's why I was rushing a bit. But yeah, that's so annoying. Oh, hang on. We've got a display. Damn it. We did get a display. But is it in 4K? I've turned it off now. Ugh, let me turn it back on. Hold on. It might be overheating. I didn't put no more thermal paste on it. I cleaned it up. Give me that display again. There you go. So we have still got display, but I might have ruined the 4K side of it again. Yeah, it's not auto detect, has it? Hold on. So I decided to opt in for the bypass. So if I show you my bypass, I need to cover it up with conformal coating. But I'm going closer. Zoom in. And that's my bypass. I don't know how clear that's coming up, but it's a little bit messy, but you know, not too bad. And yeah, I've got it displaying, thank goodness. It's 2 minutes past 3 in the morning. I've been at it for like God knows how long, trying to reboot this ESDIC chip. I just cannot get it to work properly, or at all actually, than the replacement chip. So yeah, this is my ESD bypass and it's working. So I'm just going to cover up with conformal coating. Let's move that slightly out of the way so it's not touching. And we should be good to go, and I'll show you it put together and fully working with 4K. Now that's masked up, I'm going to use my UV light. Alright, now that's all cured. You can see it's gone nice and hard, like that nice weird clear coating sort of stuff. Yeah, that's gone nice and hard, and yeah, I'll show you it in person instead of under the microscope. You can see it just there, look, it's like spaghetti. Yeah, I'm going to come back tomorrow and put it back together and show you guys it fully working. So we've got the connector on there, and now we've sorted out the picture issue and the on and off issue, so all good. Right, it's all fully back together. It does need a proper clean. You can see it's got like marks and stuff at the front still. But let's test it and see if auto detect works and see if it works in 1080p. So the power button works. Got the light now. The controller's plugged in. Let's turn on the controller. Do we get display? Yes, we do, with sound. And it looks good. Brilliant. So we're in the dashboard. Let me go up to settings. TV and display. Video fidelity and overscan, and there you go, auto detect. So it's working. Before you had to put it on HDMI. So now I'll go test it on a 4K monitor and see if it displays in 4K. I'm right near my 4K TV. Let's power it on. Okay. Do we get a display? We should do. Yep, there you go. Whoa. It might still be in 1080p. We'll have to enable 4K. Alright, brilliant. Oh, turn the controller on. There you go. Now I can control it. So settings, please work in 4K. 1080p. Okay, let's go to video details. It says it's turned off. It doesn't say it's not supported. So video modes, allow 4K. Keep. And it looks like it's done it. Let's go back. Oh, go back, I said. Back. And 4K. There you go. We are in 4K. Absolutely perfect. That definitely took a while for me to repair this. I do have to clean the casing up. But I did test it before, so I tried a disc and it reads fine. Dead space. And you can see I've got a couple of games, already tested it while it was working in 1080p only. But yeah, it's all good to go. Thank you for watching. Please give a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more.